we're predominantly right-handed, and you see different training techniques. Put your right hand through, left hand through. Me personally, and I think it's a good rule of thumb, you never let go of your air. It's on the left side. That's something that regardless of how stressed out you are, how new you are, that should be ingrained in your head. So the other things that alleviates, if you go through on your left side, you're stressed, you're not thinking, you're just going with your dominant side. What can happen is where that connection is, it'll hit this sole plate. And this happened of the left-handed people that have gone through, I'd say probably a third of them, damage occurs here to their supply of air. Whatever it is that happens, it kinks, it chips, it starts leaking. Obviously you don't want that in this kind of environment. So we'll show the technique upstairs. You get down. Another tip, loosen the strap, especially on the right side, because as you sit down, everything will cinch down and it makes it hard to lift your arm up. Just loosen the strap a little bit and you'll notice it's easier. If you still don't have the mobility, try loosening it even more. It'll move with you. As you turn, it'll slide. You can just pull it back. But as long as it's secured, you have your lifeline in your left hand, you'll make it through just fine. We put, I think the largest person was about 6'6", 280. This is the wall that the recruits are going to go through, simulating the swim technique. A couple tips that I forgot to mention. As you're coming up and you're checking, dark environments, what have you, make sure you scan the wall. Unless it's a brand new house under construction and they haven't put the wiring and plumbing and everything through, you're going to have stuff all through here. The chances of you finding 2 studs with absolutely nothing in it in a house that may be partially collapsed are slim and none. Hopefully the electricity's been turned off, so that'd be an important thing. Certain parts of the house, the electricity may be hotter than others. So feel it, make sure if you find something, whatever dictates, maybe move over one. Hopefully you're not going straight over the box. A lot of times there'll be another stud where that box would be. So you feel the electrical box there and you bust right up over below it while you're busting into some other studs. So just move over from there. Don't forget to check the other side and always remember that sole plate. If that's what you get stuck on, just adjust. It makes it a lot easier than trying to fight through there. So the breach has been made in the wall. You found the studs that you're going to go through. You make sure you've got everything cleared out with your hand. You're up as high as you need. At this point you want to make sure that you place your bottle dead center between the studs. Now as you have it there, see, now let's say he had a little bit of trouble there. What he could have done, if he was a larger person, wider body, you can undo this strap. Don't forget that. If you're having trouble, undo it a little bit. Right now he's basically through. With his size, he could probably go through, but what we're going to do is to show the proper technique. He's going to go all the way to his right side. Just turn. You hear the stuff starting to catch. Just you calm down, you lift your hips up, and you go through. It's that simple. And he's out. And where's your axe going to be? Right there by the sole plate where you put it. Whereas your arm goes through, you'll be able to grab it, make sure you have it, push your way through. Because remember, this environment's unknown. Before you get up, feel around, make sure it's, you actually have a floor to walk on. Okay, now here we have a larger firefighter. So he's going to commence the same thing. He'll feel the wall, feel the sockets, he breached it, he has his breach. He fell through the other side with his axe, placed it in. Key thing, so he put his bottle right between the studs. You see how he's having a little bit of trouble getting in there. So he's going to loosen that strap a little. Okay, and if he still has trouble, he could undo his waist a little. Right now he's in. As at this point, if you can get the shoulder and most of your head through, you're going to make it. Now you'll start trying to get all the way to your side, and he lifts up, avoids the sole plate, and then he made it through. Where's your axe going to be? Right inside of whatever arm you choose to go in there. What I recommend, and I think it's a good habit, is you go through on the right side. Keep that lifeline in your left hand. As we all know, let's say there were wires or something else in there and you try to go through, you find something that maybe it's been underneath, suddenly you have to do a low profile clearance. And as we've all practiced that, at that point you take it off and now you have it in your left hand because you don't know what's behind here. You felt the floor, you felt whatever. You may wind up going in and all of a sudden you have to get low and now you don't have the space to take it off. So keep it in your left hand, go to your right. Puts his arm through. grab your left side as you turn. Now he's about 5'8", 180 pounds. As you can see, this size, you're through already on your average spacing studs. If it's smaller, he could even get through it. Because what would you do if it was smaller or tighter? He gets on his right side and goes through. He's got his lifeline in his left hand. He's done. Lift up. He's caught on the sole plate a little bit. There you go. Lift up and you're out. Nice and calm. You get your axe, feel around, and get on with what you have to do. All right, this firefighter, he's about 6'3", 280 pounds. So he's going to show you he's clearing his space out, sounds it out. He's ready to go. Puts it off by where his right hand's going to be as he goes through. He knows he's got to loosen his strap a little bit because he's been big his whole life. Centers the stud. Goes through, gets his head. Now he knows he's going to turn to his side, grab his axe. And right there, one thing I brought up, he's going to stop. Remember, I told you, you don't know the environment you're going in. Go ahead and take your axe and keep searching. You don't know that there's a floor there. You don't know what's out there. There, you know where you're going is now cleared. And now he's through. He knows he can put his stuff back on properly and get ready to continue searching in an environment that at least has a sound floor and positioning. And now he continues with his right or left hand search however he was moving.